Hey there, comic book fans. I am back from the comic shop again this week. Pretty light week with only 3 new comics. So I picked up some current comic bags just because I'm not quite out of them yet, but since it was a light week, I could afford them. So I said, I got some current comic bags. And of course, this is the freebie, the Comic Shop News, Quantum and Woody. Quantum and Woody #1 was out today, but I didn't get it. But discovering Woody's Roots. Out the Comic Shop News. Always enjoy reading these. One of the comics I got was from reading the Comic Shop News. You know, just gives you the current comics and such. That looks like Japanese comic. Postal. What else do we have here? Heavenly Blues. Gears of War. That was somewhere. Oh, Josie and the Pussycat. Gears of War was over here. Just a little sample of what's in the Comic Shop News. And I also got a present from my Christmas present from my friend Rob, who I always meet at the comic shop every week. Some Linden's chocolate chip cookies. A box full of them. I call these high school cookies because these are the cookies that they sold in my high school way back in the early 80s. I think they sold it in all the high schools around here. I think they're $1 a pack now. They were 50 cents a pack for these cookies. And they're dry as a bone since 1934. I think the package design is from 1934 too. They haven't changed anything. They're dry as a bone and really tasty. And I think some people swear by the Butter Crunch, but I like the Linden's chocolate chip cookies, so those were fun to get. And we'll start with Empowered and Sister Spooky's High School Hell. I have a friend who swears by Empowered. I think I may have read one book of it. I don't even remember. It didn't make much of an impression on me, but Carla Speed McNeil is drawing it, so of course I have to get it. She's one of my favorite. I would much prefer her writing it or writing Finder, but I'll take her drawing. This is a 6-issue mini. I think Adam Warren usually draws his own Empowered stuff. He's a writer artist. I think he usually puts them out as like graphic novels too, in that 6x9 manga size it comes out in. So can't wait to see what this is about. I bought it because of the Carla Speed McNeil art, and I'm sure I'll enjoy it. But there we go. This is what I found in Comic Shop News a couple months ago. I was like, ooh, look at that. She's drawn something new. I'll have to get it. Here we have Copperhead, issue number 17. This book's been heating up recently. The story has. Our sheriff has been taken hostage by her ex-husband and his current girlfriend. Her ex-husband's a criminal. And they've gone to kidnap, he's taken his kid back, who she's been watching, who's actually her nephew, I think. It was, so it wasn't her. It's all confusing, the lineage. I can't remember it now. But the story's been good. I've been enjoying it. Could use some backgrounds on that page. But I've been enjoying it since it's come back from hiatus with a new artist. I think Moss is the new artist. I think he's been doing a good job, and story's been good. Space Western. So if you like little Space Western stuff, check out Copperhead. And final issue of the week is the penultimate copy of Invincible. Only one issue left of this. This is 143. I just know this is the $3.99 book. This has been a $2.99 book for 142 issues. Now with 143, it's a $3.99 book? That's interesting. The End of All Things, part 11 of 12. I think next issue is like double-sized or something. But pretty much all the wars have been decided. I guess someone's being king. I'm pretty sure these next couple of issues are just going to be epilogue. Don't want to go through it too much because I'll ruin the epilogue for myself. But I think that's a son he never knew he had until the end of last issue, and I don't know what else is going to happen. But only 2 more issues of Invincible. Looked like it was a wraparound cover, but it wasn't. It's just an ad. So I just find it odd that the second to last issue, the price got raised by $1. But oh well, who's going to buy 142 issues and then stop at 143? For my background art this week, I put a couple of my old prints there. I'll show you. They're in Mylar, so they'll be shiny. This is Blam. What's that from? 2012 I made this one. One of my strange masked figures with a sound effect above his head. It's sometimes I like the juxtaposition of words and pictures and just the way they make you think things. Like, what is that? Is that something explode? Is his head exploding? Is there something behind him? I'm not one of those mysteries. I like that piece. And this is one of my photo manipulations. Words and Pictures print. We love to share the sunshine from 2011. And this is actually, which is this one? Madison Square Park in New York City. That's the statue that's in it, and there was just some people hanging by the statue on a sunny summer day, and I was using a lot of filters and colors and digitizing things. I have filter recipes that I run. And filter recipes are a series of manipulations and filters in Photoshop that I have figured out that I like the end technique on, and I save it and run it as a macro so I can just kind of use it sort of like a tool, and I don't have to figure out what I did every time. So there's a little example of my some of my photography and some of my drawing, and you guys all have a good week out there.